What's up, guys? It's T Squeegee with a 50-minute video knocked down to 25 minutes with the magic of editing. And I put everything into fast forward. But we're going to do some... I edited all the ladder work out of this, and we're going to do nothing but poles today, guys, in fast speed. So, don't get to see a lot of... traditional pole work out of me, except for out of, storefront work. So I figure, hey, why not? Let's do a video using the poles today, because this is a pole heavy job. Some floors inside can't have ladders on. There's drop cloths, so stains don't get on the floors. If I do happen to drip and, can't set a ladder up on that stuff, you might slip and fall. And we get it knocked out with poles anyway. Still turns out really good. Been doing this for a while, so. And I'm using my custom ordered Gunslinger, not my Richie Blue version, the one he made for me to test. And yes, it does not have a front sling on it. I ordered that on purpose for comparison purposes. And you can see I've got two squeegees, my 18-inch washer, and my scraper in the loop. It's not in the loop. It's tucked in the tip jar there. So, in the tip tech, I should say, tip tech. It's just, you don't need a front loop on these things. I mean, it's not necessarily a thing that has to have. You don't really have to have it if you're concerned with profile, getting in and out of stuff, I'm working around in a residential house. I don't want to knock stuff over. Well, you don't really need that front loop. You know what I mean? You don't have to have it. There is an option not to have it. Yeah, me smoking. Yeah. Oh, well. Me doing a circle window. My favorite, circle windows. This house is loaded with black mulch. And what comes with black mulch? Cannon mold spore. It's the worst shit ever. It's all over these windows, little black dots everywhere. So, gotta scrape them. It's just part of the gig. Ooh, look at that awesome camera work there by me. But yeah, man, just a residential job. I do quite a bit, and I just figured I would show you guys all the pole work and use my Unger window cleaning tools, man. I love Unger window cleaning tools. They are top-notch in my book. One of the best brands out there, Can't really beat them. You can't really go wrong with Unger, Sorbo, or Ettore. They're just really good tools. And what better place to store those tools than in a Gunslinger, in my opinion. The best BOAB on the market, if that's what you want to call it. I mean, I guess that's what we got to call it, but I call it a Gunslinger because it's super dope. Best product on the market right now for holding your window cleaning tools if you wear your tools on your side. It just can't be beat, can't be matched. Just can't be. I don't care what anyone says. And with the cool-ass camouflage prints and stuff like that, who's going to mess with that? You know what I mean? Who's going to mess with that? You ain't got to take it apart, run bolts, drill holes in it, run bolts in it to snug it up so it doesn't flop all over the place like other products. I'm not even going to mention it. But, look at that thing. That thing is super sexy. Little over the head work there. I really didn't want to put the ladder work on this because I didn't want to be judged because of some of the ridiculous things I'm doing with my ladder on this job. I just didn't want to be judged for it, so, But, yeah, man, it's a nice day. It's not really hot out. It's nice and, just, it's warm, not too bad. There's a nice breeze going, and we just out here kicking ass, me and Jeremy. Kicking ass on this job. Great customers, beautiful home. This home is featured on my Instagram page quite a bit. I do this house frequently. It's a beautiful, like I said, beautiful home and a beautiful piece of land. And great people too. The owners are wonderful people. Always been good to me and gotten me a lot of work that I still maintain to this day. Awesome folks. Awesome folks. I really like working for them. But hey, some more T-squeeging with a pole. It's my 16-inch brass squeegee. That's my go-to residential window cleaning tool, is my brass squeegee by Unger. And my black diamond rubber. Can't forget about my black diamond rubber. But I normally carry a 12-inch 0 degree S plus channel, and on the 0 degree handle, I'm sorry, and a 16-inch brass squeegee on residential work. That's my go-to gear. That's what I prefer, so a lot of people are different, but hey, what can you do? I'm going to show you the inside out of cleaning this wall. I had some requests, well, hey, why don't you ever do any inside video? I don't normally, because, some people aren't cool with that. These people, I mean, it's kind of ambiguous where this is at, so there's not anything really personal posted in here, so they're pretty cool with it. And like I said, I show their home on Instagram and my website often, so they're pretty cool about it. There goes my 10-inch, and or my 12-inch. I just did this bottom window with it too, because I just didn't feel like switching squeegees. And people, I know one popular internet guy on YouTube doesn't like pulling across, but you can pull across if you know what you're doing, And yes, I wipe everything. I don't care what no one says. I wipe every edge. They really don't need them, but I do it to be safe. Just in case something weeps out of a gasket, just to be safe, I wipe the edges. It's the right thing to do. It's the professional thing to do, in my opinion. Some guys are like, the pro thing to do is use a liquidator and flick it off, bro. Which, by the way, Jeremy today is using his. I have a liquidator, an 18-inch liquidator. He used it all day today, and he actually prefers it. He says it's kind of like it's cheat mode. It makes everything a lot easier for him. The detail work is kind of out the window when he uses that. He's just way less detailing for him, which is cool. I'm cool with that. That if he likes it, I'm cool with it. I'm not going to force him to use the tools I use. You know what I mean? My boss used all Ettore stuff when I worked for him, and I used all Unger stuff. Just all personal preference. And Jeremy prefers the liquidator, so that's cool. At least I didn't waste my money. Somebody's getting some use out of it, right? So, kick ass, man. This is a 3-tiered embankment here, planer embankment. It's all built up with soil, and you see me as I'll step up as I go, I don't, like I said, the ladder work on this is sketchy as shit, and I just didn't want to get the OSHA police out on my video, so I just did the pole work, because I want to feature the use of my Unger window cleaning tools on Unger poles, man. I think Unger gets slept on as one of the leaders in our industry. They are absolutely kick-ass window cleaning tools. They are durable as shit. That blue pole is a cheapo that I bought at Home Depot for, the guys that come and work for me, because I don't like them using my green poles because they always lose them. But that blue pole's, I've had that for 3 years now. Not a bad pole. Doesn't get a lot of use, but for what it does get use, it works pretty damn good. Works pretty damn good. And this 4x8 pole that I'm using right here, this is its 5th season. I just replaced the locking mechanism. I pulled the handle off and replaced that little gray piece on the inside, and it's good as new. Good as new. I could probably change that extension inside there. As you can see, that's bent all this shit. It's got the window cleaner bow in it, but it's bowed perfectly. It gets all the right spots. It's bendy in the right spots, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, man, this is an inside and out job. Took us about 3 hours to do. 3 hours to complete. Not bad. We kicked some ass on it. It was nice having Jeremy help. I usually do this by myself. Here's Jeremy coming into the picture with his blue pole. Like I said, the rookies get blue poles. I don't care. The rooks get the blue poles. The green poles stay in the shop until I can trust you. Usually no one ever graduates to green poles, but I'm going to give Jeremy the green poles, I think, soon. Probably tomorrow when we go out, he's going to get the green poles. Because the blue poles, the tips on the blue poles tend to fall off, so... and he's having troubles with that now. So actually, the one he's using, the little one that leaned up against the house there, that's actually started spinning today. So, yep, I got a rookie scraping, but I trust him because he's been shown the proper way to do it, and he's doing pretty damn good. Jeremy's coming along nicely, and you can see there, Jeremy's got his gunslinger on, because we don't play no games. We don't talk about it. We be about it. We're all gunslinger. Man, look how beautiful that gunslinger is. See how I got that razor tucked in there in the front of the gunslinger? You don't need a sling. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily have to have one, you know. I don't see any difference with or without it, to be honest with you. I have one with, one without, and they both work pretty good. I ended up doing this window twice. It just didn't turn out like I wanted it to. But yeah, it's a damn good tool, man. I really like my gunslinger. As you can see, it's steady as the day is long. And here I got a mark in the middle of the window. Yeah, this is the one I had to redo. Yeah, right there. I don't know what that is, but it was greasy and it wouldn't come off. So here comes the brass. Oh, it's so pretty. Oh, it's so pretty. But yeah, man, I'm gunslinger till I die. That's it. The only thing I'm going to replace my gunslinger with is the Gunslinger 2.0. You know what I mean? That's the only thing I'm. I was going to buy the new plastic model that's come out by Aztec Innovations, the Samurai. I was going to buy one, but it's honestly going to be a waste of money for me. $50, and it's pretty much, from what I've seen and the reviews that I've seen from multiple window cleaners, in the pro window cleaning group, everywhere, not just outlaw window cleaner group, where no some are saying we're going to be like, oh, that's just outlaw. No, I see it in pro window. I'm in pro window cleaning group too, in the WCR group, and they don't know it. But I mean, from the reviews I've seen and the videos of guys using it, I'm just not interested. It's just a waste of $50 to me. You know what I mean? It just is. Guys that prefer plastic buckets on the belt, there are some guys that prefer it, and they like the Samurai. But from the reviews that I've seen, the just mixed reviews, I think it'd be a waste, because the Gunslinger is just so, it's solid, man. And I can tell you just from personal discussions with Richie and stuff that the improvements that are going to come out eventually with the Gunslinger are going to make it absolutely bulletproof, even more bulletproof than it already is, and dummy proof. I mean, he's taking the feedback from all these guys, and feedback from me on some of the things that I'd like, hey, you got to do this, hey, you ought to do that. And Richie will hit me up and he's like, hey, what do you think of this? And then I'm like, cool. So I might end up with testing out the newer version one of these days, long time down the road here, and with the improvements, which I'm pretty stoked about. It's a learning process. But that's going to be a long time from now, guys. Don't get it twisted. It's not the constructor brush where they every 6 or 8 months there's a new version of it out. The Gunslinger, as it is now, the small refinements are being worked into the Gunslinger that's being sold now. Some of the harder refinements, the dummy proof of the Gunslinger, just some of the tweaks here and there that people like, hey, this would be cool if you did this. Richie's kind of going through that stuff, going through the motions, like, hey, I'll try this. Oh, that doesn't work, and then, oh, let me try that. And you're like, oh, this works, but I don't like this now. So, I mean, it's not like it's, this window needed scraped on this transom on the inside. That's how many bugs were on the inside of this. But, I don't want you guys to think that Richie's getting ready to release another Gunslinger after you just bought a Gunslinger. This is going to be a while down the road, guys. So Richie's just always tinkering. He's always messing with something. So don't freak out and be like, oh no, I just bought one and now I'm going to wait because there's a new. No, I would, if you want a Gunslinger, I'd buy one now. Don't wait, because don't wait for any refinements, any big changes, because that's a long time down the road. But I'm just talking because I'm just saying this because, you know, to try to just give credence to the fact that Reach it's always trying to improve, and so is Richie always trying to improve. So I think that's kick ass. Um, but there's, you know, like I said, there are just a few things, just a few tweaks that have been implemented in the Gunslinger now that have made it even better. So you guys are getting these Gunslingers now with these little tiny refinements that, you know, are you'd never know, you'd never be able to tell. But you know, guys like Richie or me or Tim or Perry, the guys that have been using them, Josh. Um, uh, Louis from Superb, Marcus Bay, those guys that have had him from the very beginning, they would see it and be like, "Oh, I could kind of I see this is a little bit different." So like the one that I've got on my hip now has got those refinements that I'm speaking of, and it's super dope, man. It's cool as shit, man. So, and it just fine refinements, you know what I mean? There's like little things. I hold it up to my test model, I'm like, man, that's so cool. You don't really notice it, but the functionality is there. It's so sweet, you know what I mean? The functionality of like, man, you know, you took that input and you applied it and it actually worked, you know what I mean? And that's what I like about working with Richie and Perry on this product and testing this out. It's been an absolute pleasure to work with these two gentlemen. I'm going to continue to use my test model. The one it's the version right before they put them out for sale. So I'm gonna keep using that just to line out the durability and how long it'll last. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, you know, how long will that last? Well, we're gonna see, because I'm gonna keep banging mine out. I'm gonna use it through the winter coming up here, through the fall, the rest of the summer here, and just give it a good 1 year's just ass kicking and see what it'll do. So I have high hopes for it because so far it's bulletproof. And this new one is so awesome. It's like it's hard not to use it. You know what I mean? It's been really a struggle not to use this new Gunslinger, just because of the little tweaks that Richie did to it when the first ones came out. There was a few little thises and that's that weren't really, you know, there was some, could be operator error, and it could be just from, you know, it's a new product, and you know they're hand built, so there's some things here and there that probably didn't go the way they should have been. But now that all the feedback has come in and they're starting to send out, they're sending out these units and they're kick ass with all of this. It's super sweet. I really like my new Gunslinger. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to put it back up for a while. I'm probably gonna break it out and use it occasionally. You know what I mean? But I want to use my original one as long. I want to use that the most. I want to use that all the time. Actually, I'm going to put my new one up. I'm gonna put it back in the box and let it chill and let it marinate until I use the one that I've got, my test model. I want to use it for a full year. You know, winter, spring, summer, fall, back into winter, and see where it's at around the same time that I started putting videos up. I'm going to do an update video like, hey man, and just show you guys the evolution, show you guys me washing it. I've put it in the wash. It's been in the washer twice, come out clean as new. So, you know, it's awesome stuff, man. Awesome product. Just like these Unger window cleaning tools. Actually, this pole I'm using right here, I had this pole before my old boss bought me that pole. That was the last pole he bought me right there. He didn't buy it for me, he bought it for the business, but I took it with me when I left. And I've had it this whole time. And Unger window cleaning tools are the shit, man. I swear by them. They're just awesome. I love these 0-degree handles. They just make side pulling easy. I don't like doing the flickety-doo-dah everywhere, you know. I just like getting a window wet and doing some pulls, you know what I mean? I do chase windows, snake windows, whatever you want to call it, fan windows, however you want to call it, I do that. But over my head, I like straight, concise pulls, and, you know, that's that. My windows come out pretty damn good that way, so, you know, it is what it is. And on residential work, you just really can't beat the versatility of the 0 degree handle with an S Plus channel in it. You just can't beat it. It's just bulletproof. It's kick-ass. My Monsoon Ninja washers they're nice and scrubby good, and you know, eat it. Read them in weeps. But yeah, man, I'll be Unger and reach it till I die, man. That's just my stuff. I really like it. Getting me to stop using Unger tools would be a major coup. Just like it was when they came out with the Gunslinger, and Tim's like, you gotta try this out. I'm like, listen, man, I got this Pull-X bucket, and it's detachable, and I'm not really into wearing a tool belt, man. And then I used that Gunslinger for 2 days, and I was like, all my Pull-X buckets went in the shop in the storage bin. I haven't touched one since. So, don't take my word for it. Order one. You're about to see me take some garage doors apart here, and we're going to get on down the road, guys. If you want, go to www.outlawwindowcleaner.com. Get you some black diamond squeegee rubber, some legend channels. We got 2 new designs on the Outlaw Window Cleaner t-shirts you guys might like. Pick those up. Coffee mug stickers, Squeegee Life stickers are going out as we speak. They're in the mailbox and on the way to all the guys that asked for them. And we're going to continue plugging away at this, guys. We're going to have a kick-ass podcast tonight. Wednesday night, I'm going to have a window cleaner roundtable. That's going to be pretty cool. Some two fresh faces and one face that's been on before. And I think it's going to be a pretty awesome show. We're going to make some people mad, which is always fun. And talk shit, wax poetic, you know. But I really appreciate all you guys watching. If you got any questions, send them to AskTSqueegee@yahoo.com. We'll read them on the podcast, or I'll make a video based on your suggestions. If there's anything you want to see or anything like that, I will follow your direction. But either way, man, I just want to say thanks to everyone that participated in the Gunslinger giveaway and subscribing to my channel. And I want to say congratulations again to LJ's Window Cleaning World, a.k.a. Lewis Brown, on the Squeegee Life custom-ordered, the custom-made Squeegee Life Gunslinger, the one-of-a-kind Gunslinger. I'm sending him. And also, congratulations on the new baby girl, Lewis. I can't wait to see you share pictures of her on Facebook. And congratulations to you and your wife, sir. So hopefully that Squeegee Life Gunslinger makes you a mint, and you can take care of all these babies you're having, bud. And Lewis we're gonna get Lewis on a podcast soon too. So he'll be my first UK guest on the podcast. So that'll be pretty awesome. I want to get Lee Berberidge on here too one of these days, and Todd Four. If anybody knows Todd Four, talk Todd Four into getting on the podcast. I want Todd. Every time I bring it up, he just like ignores it. He's like, I don't even know who the guy is. T what? But either way, guys, you guys are awesome. And this has been another episode of me cleaning windows, and you guys watching and listening to a bald, middle-aged, fat guy clean windows and talk shit about it. And I hope you guys enjoy it, man. You guys are the fucking best, and I really appreciate you, man. Peace.
Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio, reminding you to get your black diamond squeegee rubbers at www.outlawwindowcleaner.com. Oh yeah, and Luke's still a bitch.